I'm Atta, a London-based coffee startup entrepreneur. Over the past few months, I've been converting a Ford Transit van into a mobile home and coffee business with the goal of being completely independent and free to travel and earn as I go. This week, I add more safety features to the van, go through hundreds of CVs, conduct video interviews, and bring in some talented applicants for a trial shift in the continuation of my search for a reliable freelance barista. The van is starting to look a bit like a Ghostbusters van, I'm not gonna lie. By the time I paused it and stopped taking any more applications, 300 people applied for the role. I've selected 10 experienced baristas. I've done video interviews online and gotten to know each of the applicants. If you think you have that drive, that grit, that determination, then that's what I'm looking for. Today I'm going to be measuring up the van. I've had a few of my customers tell me that they can't spot me sometimes depending on what direction I'm facing because I've got no signage on the front of the van. So I'm going to measure up the height and the width and measure up the bonnet, and I might measure up the side panels as well. That way I can come up with some designs to add a bit more signage, make it a bit more visible. No matter what direction the van's facing, everyone knows where I am on the high street. So what I'm doing is just using a chemical degreaser just to get all of the kind of muck and grime off of the side of the van, and then I'm going to lay on the sticker, just use a microfiber cloth to clean it all off. I've added the high reflective strip. It looks pretty cool. It's definitely much safer, but the van is starting to look a bit like a Ghostbusters van, I'm not gonna lie. But I quite like it. It's a good look. It's very distinctive, it draws attention, and I've ordered a bit more signage as well, which is going to go on the different panels of the van. So this will help draw a bit more attention, and also if there is, traffic going by, it's going to stop at least mitigate some of the risk of there, if the worst should happen. It's coming up to 6 o'clock. I've been working since 9 o'clock this morning, going through all of these CVs. In total, 300 people. By the time I paused it and stopped taking any more applications, 300 people applied for the role. And it is quite emotional when you're going through all of these CVs. You definitely feel the weight and the gravity behind it, because you're reading about people's lives, their experiences, their talents, it's, yeah, I just, at the same time, like, I feel so lucky that I'm able to offer someone a job, but also at the same time, like, I feel so like, I just don't feel good that, like, there's so many people out there that need work. And I just want to say, like, if you're watching this and you applied for the role, I just want you to know how grateful I am that you took the time to do that. Because, I took the time, I read through every single CV. I mean, 300 applications, so many covering letters, so many stories. I mean, it's moving. It really is. And I wish what I've done is I've made sure that I've got ideas of positions that I want to create later on. So I have banked your CVs, and I will contact you. I can't offer you anything at the moment, but when that position comes available, I will be in touch. I've selected 10 experienced baristas, and I've called all of them, and I've scheduled a video interview through Zoom tomorrow with all of them. So I'm going to be getting a vibe from them, going through their CV, going through their experience, offering them the opportunity to ask me any questions they may have, and then just reflecting on it, reflecting on the impressions that they give me, reflecting on their experience, reflecting on how mutually it will benefit the both of us going forward. And then I've got to make a decision. So it's I honestly, I have to take my hat off to people who work in recruitment. This is not an easy thing. And also I have to say a massive thank you again to everyone who applied. Just so many incredible applications. It's Friday. I have a full morning of interviews this morning. It's all going to be through Zoom. I'm going to be doing about 10 video interviews. I'm excited because all the people I've selected have really strong CVs. So yeah, I'm excited to see what they're like. I've done most of the video interviews for today. I've done video interviews online and gotten to know each of the applicants. I've gone through their CVs, I've discussed their strengths, I've discussed their experience as baristas and their technical knowledge, and now I'm just sort of reflecting and going over who I want to bring in for a trial shift. It's been a hectic day today. I have managed to do a whole bunch of video interviews today. I've met some incredibly talented people with extensive barista skills and experience. I've shortlisted some people that made a very positive impression on me for trial shifts over the next week, and I'm looking forward to seeing how they perform on their trial shifts and selecting one person to come forward with me as a freelance barista. One of my applicants kindly made me aware that they had a slight concern of their application, in that because I do this, because I vlog, and they saw my video from the other week where I was expressing my views on the applicant not showing up, and they quite rightly had concerns about working for me. What I did was reassure them that as someone who is looking for help in what I do, and as a professional, I would always maintain that professional standard, and I have no intention of throwing anybody under the bus because they make a mistake during their day. And what I explained to this applicant was that whenever I refer to anyone in any of my videos, I'm always extra careful to anonymize them and to make sure that, you know, there's no way that they could be identified. So when somebody's working for me, and obviously they're going to end up in my videos like through the course of the day, it's going to be in both of our interests for me to make that person look as good as they possibly can do. And frankly, it's the only thing I want to do is make anyone who decides to come and, you know, work for me in a freelance capacity to look amazing. So it did explain, I did have one person call me up and say that their circumstances have changed and they no longer wanted to proceed with the interview. And I was a bit like, because they had just followed me on Instagram, and I can only imagine were researching the company the night before. So I feel like one person freaked out as well. And admittedly, you know, I should have put it more explicitly in the job description that it would involve social media and filming and photography, whereas I just naively, shall we say, advertised it as purely a barista role. But yeah, it came as a bit of a surprise. I didn't realize how intimidating the idea of, you know, social media and filming and putting yourself out there was to a lot of people. Thankfully, everyone going forward from here has agreed to being filmed, completely understands and accepts why I do it, and they're willing to get on board with it. So it's fantastic. And yeah, I'm just I really wasn't prepared for how much work it is finding, you know, one person. It's really not easy. You know, one of the conversations I had today with one of the potential applicants again was, you know, the status of freelance work. When I was younger, I did freelance assisting work in the photography sector, and it really is a wonderful way of getting work because it's really flexible. It allows you to work for several different people, and it gives the people that you're working for the flexibility to bring you on when they can and give you that opportunity to get income, get work, but also not promising something that they can't fulfill. Like for me at the moment, there's absolutely no way that I could support someone with full-time employment or part-time employment, or any kind of employment status. If we went into another lockdown, it would ruin me. Like, I just don't have enough capital in reserve. I'm too small. So and this isn't big corporate talking to, you know, a worker. This is like a small startup. So, and I'm already trying to help people out by giving them work, and I can only do that in this way. So thankfully everyone who I've brought forward understands that, and they're totally on board. So I'm all set up at Hoxton Street Market. Got people coming today for their trial shifts, so all set up. Got all the PP ready for them, all the documentation. I've texted them to confirm, so I'm feeling really positive about today, hoping that it's going to be a really fun day. I'm going to keep pushing, making sure I'm upselling all the other products, and pushing for another great day here at Hoxton Street. I'm not going to let myself get too nervous about the quiet morning, as I always stress out in the morning when it's quiet. So I'm just going to wait for the end of the day and look at the figures, and then I'll probably stress out. So it's the afternoon here at Hoxton Street Market. Just wanted to share with you that I've had a few people come today to do trial shifts at the market, and just really talented people just coming and showing me their barista skills and sharing with me that their love and knowledge of coffee. It's just absolutely fantastic. It's so good to see people with the same level of enthusiasm that I've got for coffee. And it's somewhat reassuring that people have turned up today, because I was a bit nervous given last week. But yeah, really pleased. I decided not to film anyone for their trial shift, mainly because I just think it's intimidating enough coming and trying out for something. So yeah, it's really exciting. I did have one person text me at like 1 minute to when they were supposed to show up, saying that they've changed their minds, which, I mean, I guess it's something that, you know, some people do. I don't know, it's like a bit ridiculous, but you know, I'm just pleased that there are some really reliable people out there that are willing to put the effort in. It's about 3 o'clock, and as predicted by the old reliable Met Office app, it's started raining a little bit. It's just crazy. The effect rain has on the market is insane. Literally, it was bustling a little while ago. It's just completely dead. It's pretty profound. I don't know, like, all the traders seem to just go home when it starts raining like this. They're all packing up and leaving. I'm pretty well sorted today. The lovely guys here at Hoxton Market have set me up a nice gazebo. So got the table covered, which is great, because now, you know, when my customers are waiting for their coffees, they're not getting soaked, which is lovely. So that's really nice. I'm really appreciative for that. It's Saturday night. It is absolutely chucking it down. There's tons of wind. It's like gusts of up to 40 miles an hour. And I'm trying to prepare the van for my first day at Chatsworth Market with an assistant. And I'm stressed because I have the ambition of doubling my output. That's my target that I've set for myself. So I'm thinking, how am I going to double my stock of milk products, cups? I'm just thinking like how I can fit everything in to maximise on the potential of this day. So yeah, I'm just figuring everything out. It's 7:11 p.m. I've got to really be in bed by 9, so I don't have a lot of time. But good problems to have, eh? I've briefed the assistant that the selection process hasn't finished yet, because not all the potential candidates could make it in today. So I've got a few more booked in for next Saturday. But I said, you know what? You've done really well today. Under that understanding that the selection process is still going on, are you willing to come and do a day's work, for which I will obviously pay you? And the candidate agreed. So I'm really grateful. I'm really excited, and I'm really looking forward to the day, because I want to see how much I can push and expand the business, and see what we can do with this. So it's a lot to do. I better get cracking. I really don't know what to do. I can't describe to you how I feel right now. This potential assistant promised me that they would be with me tomorrow. All I need from them is a few documents: national insurance number, proof of national insurance, proof of ID, basic stuff. I've just spent the last 2 hours in the hailing rain loading up the van with twice the amount of stock because I was hoping to be really productive tomorrow. And I've just had a text saying, I'm really sorry, I can't do tomorrow after all. I can't pick up the phone right now because it's a Saturday night, and I can't make it tomorrow because I just realised I've got a prior engagement. I'm absolutely bewildered. I just don't understand. It's such a shame because this person was so good on their trial shift, so good. And it's just such a letdown. Literally 2 hours of my time. I need to be in bed by 9. I need to be up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. I was hoping to get in and just smash it, you know? I was hoping they would be there. I don't understand why it's so hard to find someone reliable, to get someone who will pick up their phone on a Saturday night when they know how hard I've worked to organise all of this stuff. And if you knew you had an engagement for Sunday, why promise that you can work the Sunday? Just absolutely unbelievable. I just can't tell you how let down I feel. I've just got to find someone. Maybe there's one person in the world that I can rely upon, but not this person, unfortunately. It's Sunday, I'm at Chatsworth Market again. I thought I'd do a quick little vlog just before the day starts, because round here, by the time it gets to like 9:30, I don't even leave the machine. I've barely got time to do anything. I was hoping that this Sunday would be different. I was hoping I would have some help, but unfortunately not. So yeah, we'll just have to do it all by myself again, and hopefully next week things will be different. Got some really talented people coming to do some trial shifts, and then I'm going to make my decision of someone I can count upon to bring forward.
That's nice. Really rich. It's strong. Yeah, really good. I love it.
My
Thank you
pleasure.
so
My pleasure. Looking forward to seeing you again soon.
Thank you. I'll be back.
On reflection of last week, I just wanted to record a message going out to any person who may be thinking of working for me going forward, because I know that when you see an advert of mine on Indeed or online somewhere, and you decide quite prudently to research Bean Extract and research the company and do your due diligence, you know, you're going to come across these videos and you're going to think, oh my gosh, what if I'm working for this guy and he gets upset with me and he uploads some video that throws me under the bus and could affect me going forward? Or, you know, first and foremost, I would never, if we got to the point where you started working for me, I would never upload a video that portrayed you in a negative light, because the only person that would look bad would be me. It's as simple as that. So rest assured, if you were to ever come and give your time to work for me, that I would portray you in the best possible light working for this company. You'll notice in my videos, when I earnestly show my reactions to situations that unfold in front of me, I always go above and beyond to anonymize anyone I'm speaking about, because whether they be a competing business, a member of the public, anything like that, I'm always going to make sure that they're not identifiable. That's the basic sort of moral duty of any sort of filmmaker or photographer when using images or references to other people. It's as simple as that. So I will extend that professional duty, but I must make the following clear. If you decide that you want to come and work for me, freelance to start with, and eventually if I can offer you employment status, fantastic. It would give me great pleasure to be able to do that for someone. But I've got a grand vision for this company. So in order for me to take you on, I need you to be integral. I need you to be a person of your word. If you promise me something, if you say you will be there on a certain day at a certain time, I expect you to be there. And if you are there, and if you show me that professionalism, that integrity, that loyalty to this company, then I will give everything I can give back to you in terms of training, in terms of pay, in terms of progression, in terms of expanding with this company. So rest assured that I will be the best that I can possibly be in terms of a manager for you, in terms of an influencer for you, helping you to learn about business, to learn about the trade of coffee, but do not mistake my kindness for weakness, because if I see that you are coming to work and frankly taking the mick, not putting the effort in, turning up late, cancelling on me last minute, half-hearted work ethic, I just won't call you again. I'm not going to call you in. So, you know, this is a difficult time for everyone, and every single person needs to pull their weight. So if you want to come and you want to work and you want to prove to me how much you want to be a part of this company and grow with this company, then you have to prove it to me from day one. Because I'm looking for the not only talented people, because I've had hundreds of talented people, their CVs in front of me. And in one way or another, I've had quite a lot of people let me down, not on their skill level of being a barista or their knowledge of coffee. It's their professionalism, it's their effort level, it's their commitment level. So if you think that you're that right person, if you think you have that drive, that grit, that determination, then that's what I'm looking for. Even if, I don't know, even if you know nothing about coffee, I can teach a determined, professional, enthusiastic person about coffee. I can't teach an amazing barista to stick to their word, and when they say they're going to be somewhere, be there and not cancel on a Saturday night, you know, just before my busiest day. So I have to make that clear. And I hope that sounds fair. I hope it sounds professional, and I hope it inspires you rather than scares you off. But ultimately, if you're looking for a job where you just turn up, do your bit, go home, you know, that's not what I'm looking for at the moment. I'm a startup. I need people to really get involved. Hey folks, if you liked that video, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you stay up to date with all of the latest developments coming from Bean Extract. And if you want to try the world's best coffee, head on over to beanextract.co.uk and grab yourself a bag. We ship all over the world.